There are two spirits. You are either in the world's or you are in God's, right? So the Word is the one that's going to say whether you're in the world or you're in the Spirit of God, because everything has to be done by the Word, not anyone's personal opinions. Because it says that immortality comes through what? By the gospel. Yes, Jesus Christ Himself established the gospel in Paul's mind so that when he appeared the second time, he would hold to that foundation. He could not come to talk about new things. He had to come to talk about what was written in it. Right? Let's turn then to the first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 2, at verse 12. Let's read it calmly. There is no rush here. Even if we are talking about a single verse only, although 2 or 3 more always show up, but let's keep it there because I want you to think. We serve God with what? With our minds? Well, it is better that you think. You have to use it. Exercise. It says, Paul is speaking, the others do not. Those of circumcision do not. Now Paul says, we who have believed in grace, we who have forsaken the foundation before the cross, we who have come out of the law of Moses, we who have come out of the rudiments of the doctrine of Christ, we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God. For what purpose? To speak in tongues, to leap, to dance, to roll on the floor, to shout hallelujah. What is the purpose of receiving God's Spirit? That we might know the things that have been freely given to us by God. Then you have to learn according to the gospel, which is what has been granted to you. Now, how many spirits do you see there? How many? Huh? Doesn't it say the spirit of the world or the spirit of whom? 2 spirits. So the idea is to find out which one you are in. Now, the spirit of the world is not drinking alcohol or partying. No, there you are talking about something else because that has a context. And the context of that is chapter 1. When the apostle says that because of the law of Moses no one knew God, it pleased God to save believers through the folly of preaching. Then the spirit of the world is the law. The gospel of the circumcision, the gospel that Moses brought and that no one was able to fulfill. Science, false science, the one he mentioned. So it is speaking there that the spirit of the world comes in order not to let you know what God has granted you, but to forbid you. It comes to call you a sinner. It comes to tell you that the devil is watching over you. It comes to tell you that you have to be baptized. You have to do this. Everything that Jesus of Nazareth did, you have to do. Now, what is it that God has granted you? All right. In Hebrews, it is mentioned that your spirit becomes perfect through a single offering. This is the first evidence. Hey, Hebrews 2:14 says He delivered you from death, delivered you from the power of the devil. He destroyed the devil to give you, to grant you, so that you may know that the devil is not watching over you. Well, you no longer have to do, you no longer have to work for that. It is to know what He granted you.